All right, today we got Stephan Roth. Um, I miss this guy. I miss this guy so much. Yeah, Stephen. We have Stephan Roth. I've hit up some other comics that are in the. I think this new bonus episode thing is just going to be comics from the IE. Um, I've hit up some, and some said they would do it, but they've never really responded. So, are there any other IE comics that people want to hear about, or I don't know, just message me or suggest something. Um, and if you're a listener that's not a comic and you'd like the bonus episodes, or I don't know, you want something specific, just email the Buddy System Co. Oh, my bad. Hold up. There we go. Just email the Buddy System Co @gmail.com or DM me on Instagram if you I don't know, if there's something specific you like or don't like or whatever. All right, here's Stephan Roth.
Hello, my name is Stephan Roth. I've been doing comedy for like a year now. I mean, if you cancel out the 4 months we've been in quarantine, like it was basically just a little over a year. But now if we all come back, it's going to be like none of us have done any of this before, ever. That's what it's going to feel like, for sure. So I got into comedy at I loved comedy from a young age. Like my dad would always have George Carlin on TV, because he loved George Carlin. And then my cousin, when I was a little kid, my cousin would like recite Dave Attell jokes to me that I did not know were Dave Attell jokes at the time. Like as a kid, I just thought it was my cousin telling me his joke. And I was like, my cousin's the funniest dude alive. But it just turns out he was quoting the funniest dude alive, Dave Attell. So that got me interested in like, I loved the idea of making people laugh. I loved laughing, and I loved the idea of making people laugh. And so, like, when I was in middle school and high school, my best friend at the time, was really into that blue collar comedy tour thing with Jeff Foxworthy and Ron White. So I watched comedy there. When we would hang out, he always had on Comedy Central. So comedy was just always around. But it wasn't until my best friend at the time, currently right now, was like, hey, you always talk about stand-up comedy. Why don't you, give it a shot? And I was like, but it was a new year. So he was like, I know a guy who runs a mic at a bar, so just give it a shot. So it was at the Marquee in San Bernardino. And it was a terrifying experience because it's your first time, and I had some stuff written down, and I had like rehearsed that whole day in the car by myself. But when you do it on stage, it's totally different. And it was batshit crazy, because I was batshit crazy at the time. I was out of my mind. So you just have this crazy dude on a mic. It just seems like a crackhead on a mic. It's what it felt like, for sure. Yeah, but it's all you could do is do it, and then either you like the experience or you hate the experience. You never do it again. But for me, I kept coming out. I was only doing shows once a week, because that's the only one I knew about was at the Marquee. And then I found the Buddy System, so I was able to do more mics more frequently and get more stage time, become more comfortable. And I was nearing like this strange part in life with therapy. And then so like when therapy was good and I figured myself out, I felt like my comedy got better. Like I didn't seem so much like a crazy person, and people were like understanding what I was trying to say, and I spoke better on stage. I was just in a better mental space, so that was nice. See here, it says, what is this? Sorry, I'm looking at my topics for this thing. Plan for success in the industry. Right now, it would be surviving the coronavirus pandemic. Like, hopefully I don't die, or hopefully the world doesn't burn forever, and hopefully there's still a comedy space and an industry to come back to in a couple months. That would be my way to do it. It'd also be staying consistent, because like consistency is key in everything, and I am not a very consistent person. Like I give up on almost everything I do at some point. I never stick through with things all the way through. I'm a very wishy-washy person. So like I've had friends who are like, I didn't think you'd still be doing that comedy thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's a personality trait of mine, that I don't follow through on things. But so that would be surviving, is just consistency. Coming back when all this shit gets over with and we can go to bars again, just be coming back. And then there's one more. My worst bomb story would be any shows from the Getaway Cafe circa like March 2019 to whenever that place closed. or when we got kicked out. It didn't close. We just got kicked out. All the ones there were pretty bad. But I think the worst one was at Worthington's. I had a panic attack on stage because I had just found out some information about my mom, and that I was freaking out because I thought she was going to be going to jail forever. And I tried to make a joke out of it, and I ended up not being funny, and I was just paranoid and scared, and I was like, oh, God. So had a panic attack on stage, got off stage, suffered, and then just kept doing mics. So that's all you can do when you bomb hard is you just got to do another one so you forget about the one where it was the most painful experience of your life so that you can have a good one. So, but yeah. Thank you, Aaron Chase, for asking me to do this. I'm sorry that it took so long, and then I'm super flaky, and then I'm doing this last minute. And this is second take. First take, you couldn't hear anything. So hopefully you can hear stuff on this one. But anyways, peace out. Hope we can do comedy again soon.